Everything I've shown you so far has been centered around real-time communication, so very ad hoc. We start an instant message conversation, we then change it to voice, we start sharing documents. There is another side to this, and that is the idea of scheduled conferencing. That can cover things like scheduled voice conferences or scheduled video or collaboration sessions. All of that is fully supported by the overall Lync infrastructure. So let's have a run through of that and we can just see what it looks like. The way you arrange conferences or schedule conferences is very straightforward. It's done from within Outlook. I'm going to select my calendar there, and you'll see at the top there I have a button marked New Lync Meeting. So I'm going to select that. And what it will do is it will present a very traditional meeting invite. I'm going to send it to an external participant there. And then we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it a presentation. There we go. So let's have a look at the invite. You have in there a hyperlink to join the meeting. You also have your traditional dial-in for the conference. That's the type that everyone's familiar with, which is where you type the phone number in, enter the conference ID bridge, and you get into the system. The other options you'll see down here is that I, as a user, have my own individual conference ID. So everybody within the Lync topology has their own conference bridge. It essentially means that everybody has the ability to drive conference calls themselves. They don't have to go to a single point of contact to actually arrange those conferences for them. So let's send that invite and we'll have a look at the process of joining and we can see what that looks like. So we have our meeting invite there. Couple of ways we can join here. We can either use the traditional method and dial in on our phones if you wanted to. The other option is that we can join using this hyperlink here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that link to join the conference. Okay, the first thing you'll notice is it's asking me how do I want to join this conference. I have a choice. I can use Lync, which means that I can use my Lync desk phone or my USB headset, or I can have the meeting call me at my mobile, for example, or on a desk phone, or in any particular number that I want to use. In this instance, I'm going to join just using Lync. And there we are. We're now in this conference. We've got the voice conference running. Once we're in this voice conference, we can escalate it very easily to a video by clicking this button here. So we've taken this scheduled call directly from a conference call now to a full video conference. We also, of course, have the ability now to share content, much like we were doing earlier. So, for example, I can click on share. I can then, for example, share my desktop to whomever I've invited into this conference. And there we go, we're now sharing our desktop into this conference session. So the people that can attend this conference, well, they're pretty much anyone. They're anybody that who is within the organisation who has Lync. It's anybody who has a dial-in mobile phone, for example. They can use a traditional PSTN number to dial into the conference, or of course they can use any other form of telephony. There is also the full collaboration client for external users, which we'll move on to and look at next.